Hello, everybody. This is Chatting with Chums, and after a long hiatus, we have returned. We're talking about Star Wars again. It's because it's such an original topic, but you know, Gab likes Star Wars, so we have to talk about it. Otherwise,
Hey, you're talking about my entire heritage.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Excellent.
do you know how many people I work with at my job have never seen Star Wars?
Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was expecting from you guys. What? Yeah, people have never watched Star Wars.
Well, to be fair though, I've encountered. In fact, I've introduced a couple of people to Star Wars when Force Awakens was coming out, so it gave me an excuse to see the film multiple times. There was always a couple of people that had never seen it.
Yeah, but there are people.
It was really good to see Episode 4 multiple times.
I just don't understand how you can not see something is so ingrained.
So
in culture.
I'm going to kill you.
What?
He insulted the Force Awakens. Kill him!
Destroy!
I like watching Episode 4 again.
Yeah, that's what he said. The funny thing is, I'm almost certain when Last Jedi comes out, it's actually going to make me hate The Force Awakens.
Yeah, it probably is. I mean, because sometimes films age, and either they'll age well or your views might change. I mean, I like The Force Awakens in general, but I don't. I mean, I prefer some of the other. I prefer the original trilogy. That's just the OG stuff.
Honestly, I've been kind of lowering my expectations for Last Jedi, just so that when I go in, I'm not expecting it to be incredibly good or bad. I'm just I'm
That's
going to go in.
That's kind of what I did with Force Awakens when it first came out.
Honestly, I'm kind of just
with Blade Runner
making myself not give a shit about going to see it when I do go to see it, so that way when I do watch, I'll be like, oh my god, that's the best movie ever, or I'll be the worst movie ever, instead of just my expectations are not. It's not like Planet of the Apes where War actually exceeded my expectations that were already super high.
Yeah.
So
I get you.
So wait, Toa, you do watch Rebels, don't you, or not?
I haven't been able to watch it for a while. I watched part of part of season 2. I've watched part of season 3. I know what happened to season 3. Thrawn got owned by a big moose.
Now, actually, but you know the funny thing is, I was actually going to mention that's actually kind of clever. I actually think that was actually kind of clever because they made it clear that apparently Thrawn doesn't understand the Force. He doesn't. It's the only thing he doesn't understand. So the fact that the Bendu comes in out of nowhere, and actually defeats him, but even then he wasn't defeating Thrawn specifically. He was just going berserk on everyone.
Yeah,
it's something he would
have
predicted. I'm going to miss Bendu. I hope he comes back next season.
He better come back.
Oh, speaking of potential coming back to season 4, there is actually a rumor Boba Fett's going to show up.
I want Boba Fett to have his own show.
Because do you know how? Because didn't you get a strike once when Jurassic World came out and you posted a picture of Lego Indominus Rex or something?
Yeah, I don't want to be reminded of that situation.
Well, it's kind of something of that style where apparently they're going to release a new. It was like a Slave One toy, but they're using the Rebels logo, and on the back there's a Boba Fett done in the Rebel style.
Oh.
So I think they may be saving him up for a second half of season 4 or something.
Oh.
But one thing I pointed out before Toa had to come in and ruin everything, is the one character I'm kind of interested to see is Rook, who's from the original books. He's finally being brought into the series. He was Thrawn's bodyguard.
Yeah, and I don't know that. I've never read the books, the expanded universe books, but I know who the character is.
Is it okay if I kind of spoil the ending of the book?
Well, I mean,
I'm fine.
They're probably going.
Go ahead.
Going to apply
I know what happens.
As well.
I know what happens.
Well, Rook kills Thrawn. He assassinates him
because Thrawn was going mad with power.
Not just that, but he apparently lied to Rook about how the Empire's treating his homeworld or something.
Oh.
Which the problem is, as much as they're trying to stay close to the original character, I feel like if they do that, they're going to stab themselves they're going to shoot themselves in the foot with what they've been trying to do. Unless, of course, he battles Rook, which that would be interesting.
I feel like the only way they can properly give Thrawn a good send-off, if instead of being undone by the heroes, he gets undone by himself, but not by someone else stabbing him in the back. Like he gets himself destroyed by his own intellect.
That's kind of what happens in the original book. He just put his trust in the wrong person.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But in this one, if they just randomly introduce his best man in the second season after he gets introduced, and then suddenly stab, Thrawn's dead, and why? Where was he in the first time Thrawn appeared? Instead of building that up. So I think instead they should have him get killed by his own hubris.
I love Dave Filoni apparently in a featurette apparently mentioned how it's kind of interesting with Thrawn. He's the only villain they've introduced in Rebels that has actually lasted more than the season. So it's interesting to see where they're going to go with that.
Yeah, especially because the Inquisitors all got killed. Yeah. And none of them got killed.
The Inquisitors with the helicopter sabers got killed. Helicopter sabers.
Heli sabers.
Yeah, the helicopter saber.
Oh god,
Yeah,
that got
Mr.
so much
Lakes
shit.
got killed as well.
It's Rebels is a good show though. I mean, if people who are watching this, if there's anyone watching this, that's the funny part. If you haven't seen the show, watch it because it's not as childlike as people say.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, don't hype it up too much though. I mean, I'll say it's a decent show overall. It's nothing too special, but it's good for what it is.
It's
You
a
know,
good
that's
watch, and Sam Witwer is awesome.
Yeah, but he's not the only reason to watch it. Again, like,
He is the reason to watch it. Sam Witwer is awesome.
Honestly, in my opinion, the best voice actor or actress in the series is probably Hera's voice actress.
Yes, I agree.
To me, Hera's been the one character who's been consistently great throughout the whole series.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, a lot of the other characters took me a while to get to really like them. Sabine took me 3 seasons. It was one of those things where it finally got to the Mandalore episode of season 3. Then it's just like, oh no, I'm going to stay behind.
I think one of my favorite actors on the show is so weird because I actually didn't like him at first until after I started watching the show and saw him in real person, like
Freddie Prinze Jr.?
Yes.
Yeah,
I watched Collider videos and he's like
liked him as an actor.
Collider videos. He's always on the show. He did like a Star Wars trivia show, and the dude is such a cool and fun dude. I'm like, I hated this guy because of Scooby Doo because he ruined Scooby Doo.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily the actor's fault, is it? It's the
that's true. It's just horrible
story and script and everything like that. But before we wrap it up, in Battlefront 2, there's apparently a rumor Grievous is going to be one of the playable heroes.
No,
but like he'll be like ridiculously OP.
He better be OP. Like the original.
That's one thing I've always found funny because I've been playing, been going for a bit of nostalgia and playing a lot of the Star Wars video games and stuff like that. Grievous is always like one of the most overpowered characters in games. Even some of the new games, like some of the ones for the iPhone and stuff like that, they always make him so powerful.
So why is it so hard to do that for a TV show?
Keep in mind, it wasn't. If
I don't want to
like
hear an
Revenge
excuse.
Of the Sith, he wouldn't have been like that in the Clone Wars.
I don't want to hear an excuse.
Yeah, well, that's the shitty excuse George Lucas and Dave Filoni will come up with.
That is true. That's the only
Also
flaw.
plot
That's the
armor.
only thing Dave Filoni has ever done wrong. Just fucking over Grievous.
Yeah, but that's George. Technically, that's George Lucas's fault, and the problem is, he can't go against what George Lucas originally did or intended, because I think George Lucas sort of said once that Grievous was never intended to be, overpowered. Because let's face it, if he was overpowered, why would Sidious need Vader?
We may never know.
That's fine.
It's fine to go on rants, especially when we talk about Michael
I feel
Bay.
sorry for Taro because I feel like he's just like, yeah, I kind of seen Rebels, but I can't really say much.
Yeah, I know. We'll talk about a topic we actually can't talk about. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching Chums.
And happy Force Friday, even though that was several weeks ago.
Yeah, you fucked up, Gab.
You fucked up.
I'm here with Gab, Toho Cinema, and myself. Thank you for watching. We'll be seeing you with another episode. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Rebels!
Rebels!